As teachers ourselves, we know all the work that goes into a great lesson. We want to ensure you're equipped with everything you need to prepare a successful unit for your students. In the teacher edition, every unit starts with the Getting Started section. The first thing we do in this section is clarify the focus GSE and list other standards for mathematical content and practices addressed in the unit. Not only do we clarify the TEKS in this section, but we also provide you with a vertical alignment section. We state what information your students should be coming with from the previous grade level and what they should master by the time they leave you. At this point in our learning modules, I challenge you to look into the table of contents and find a concept that you will be covering with your students in the next week. Go to that unit and discover what skills your students should have mastered in the previous grade level. Knowing this alone will help you with your planning. We have clarified the standards in the teacher edition, but how does it look like when a student masters that standard? We provided both the teacher and the student with the learning targets. Many schools require teachers to post I can statements on the board for students during a lesson, and we have provided those for you in the student edition. It is important for both you and the students to understand what it looks like to master a standard. Again, we wanted to remove work off your plate and provide you with this information. Also, these targets are clearly laid out for the student at the beginning of every unit. Students can use this list of targets to evaluate how they're doing throughout the unit. Many teachers say that they like to revisit these targets throughout the unit and use it as a checklist for their students, having them highlight the targets that they feel that they have mastered. All writers from ThinkUp Math are former educators with years of experience in the classroom, and we want to pass our knowledge on to you. In the teacher edition, we provide you with common errors and misunderstandings that students often make while trying to master the standard. In math, we know that mistakes will happen, and those are great opportunities for students to grow and learn. We just want to give you a heads up on what to look out for so that you'll be ready to turn that student mistake around into an opportunity. We also included some teacher-to-teacher tips. These are ideas and strategies that we found useful when teaching students the concept. I know that we cannot physically be there to help you with every lesson, but we still want you to feel supported while planning. We want to take as much prep work off your plate as possible by providing you with all of this information on how to help you get started. Now it's time for you to look through your teacher edition. Find a concept that has given you difficulty in the past. Go to the Getting Started section and explore what common errors and misunderstandings your students might be struggling with, and check out the teacher-to-teacher tips to get ideas on instructional strategies you might not have tried yet. It is our mission to provide students with the opportunity to build their critical thinking skills. Our goal goes beyond just teaching students to master a standard or pass a test. We want them to develop these critical thinking skills that they can take with them beyond the classroom. If we teach our students to think up, then mastering a skill or passing a test will fall into place. Mentoring Minds materials are known for their level of rigor that helps prepare students for high-stakes testing. Each unit has 2 identified critical thinking traits. These critical thinking traits support increased rigor and, in turn, raises student understanding. In the teacher edition, we provide guidance on how to foster these traits in your students by providing engagement indicators, strategies to facilitate the trait, and questioning prompts. For example, look at the Getting Started page in Level 4, Unit 6, ThinkUp Math in the Student Edition. In this section, students are provided with a description of the trait that is associated with an identifiable trait icon. And through a questioning prompt, students are challenged to access prior knowledge or real-life situations that correspond to the focus of the unit. One of the question prompts is as follows. Why does the value of a digit change in the different places in a number? This question invites students to move beyond memorizing each place value and ask them to put into words what place value truly is. Each unit offers this type of introductory thinking regarding unit concepts. As they reflect on the questioning prompts, their level of metacognition becomes evident. This opportunity to organize and reflect is an important tool that helps increase critical thinking. Other critical thinking opportunities are purposely placed throughout the unit, providing growth in this area. Make sure to keep an eye out for the critical thinking icons. ThinkUp Math includes assessments of prerequisite skills for grades 2 through 8. Each assessment covers prerequisite skills necessary for mastery of the unit standard. These pre-assessments provide teachers with a better foundation for planning unit instruction. The pre-assessments are not found in the Student Edition. Teachers can go to support.mentoringminds.com under the Product Support icon to review PDF versions of these tests. Or, if your campus purchased digital access, then teachers will be able to assign out pre-assessments within the online platform to their students. We also provide a beginning of the year diagnostic assessment tool exclusively in our online platform for grades 1 through 8. This tool allows teachers to assess student understanding of previous grade level standards at the beginning of the year to evaluate any learning gaps. This provides great data for the teacher, which will help drive future instruction.